I'm so grateful that I got to work with Ishita, an amazing designer. She took our vacation rental property in Destin from looking really dingy and old style and just not modern to something cozy, warm. Ishita is very professional. She has an eye for details and also even a big picture. Very quickly, she can look at a room and kind of determine like what should go in there, what shouldn't go in there. And on top of that, she helps you pick like all the little things that you're not really thinking about and save you tons of money. And so yeah, it's actually more valuable to hire someone like Ishita to help you design your vacation home rental rather than you thinking like you can do it all yourself and you're trying to save money by not hiring somebody, but then you might end up spending more money because then sometimes it just doesn't come together as nicely as you want it, or just those little details that she has a keen eye for, you might not have it. And then you end up having to change things or redo things, which ends up spending more money. So in my opinion, I think hiring someone to just do it for you, design it for you, get it done. And it was done in a short amount of time. Like we didn't draw it out. It was quick, fast, and we're done. And now we're going live. So I'm so like awesome, happy with Ishita.
How did you find Ishita, and then did you inquire about other interior designers? What made you pick her?
I found Ishita actually through another group that I'm part of. I posted a question there, but if anyone knows a designer that can help me just put things together, and someone that gave me her contact info. But prior to that, I had actually interviewed someone else that I wanted to work with. But what really set her apart was just the fact that I felt like I can work with her because she seemed very confident. I looked at the work that she's done before, and I was very pleased with the work that she did. She had done, and I wanted to work with someone that can keep up with my pace, because that's, for me, that's important. Like the pace of like and she, like if someone changes their mind or like, oh, I'm not sure, like she can come up with different plans and work together fast, and her work is just beautiful. So I wanted to work with her right away because I saw that she's really good under pressure and she pays attention to details, which is very important. Ishita is really good because she doesn't necessarily go with like big expensive store. She goes to look for, you don't have to spend money to look good. Does that make sense? And I like that. I think that is huge. Because sometimes we think we have to spend thousands and thousands of money to make the place come together and look really nice, but it's not true. So like a lot of stuff that she will use, like we can get it on Amazon, we can go to Home Goods, we can even do Walmart, but they come together nicely. That's what matters, and it's beautiful.
So a lot of people talk about doing their own designs. A lot of people have an eye for it, a lot of people don't. So based on your experience, would you say in terms of return of money or return of having to pay design fees, people don't want to sometimes pay interior designers. So what are your thoughts on that?
I know people don't want to pay design fees, and I can understand that, but I think that when you do, sometimes you have to spend money to make money. That's very important to know. It's a mindset thing. Ishita brings a lot of value to our property. That's what I believe, because of the work that she put into it and how it all came out. And so now we can rent this place for even higher value that we would have rented it for if I had not hired someone to bring it together. Now, let's say you have an eye for design, and which is something I do. I love designing. However, my time is not going to be well used in doing all of those things. There was so much other things that I could have been doing that I would have loved to. I would want to get done rather than spending time coming here, traveling, designing, sourcing things. But she was doing all of that, and I gladly hired her to do that. And I think that it will yield a higher return because of the value that she put and the work that she put into this house.
Interior design for shorter rentals is sometimes a little bit different than just regular interior design. And I think Ishita says that she kind of specializes in short-term rental interior design. So how is that different? What have you realized through working with her in your home or around you that was unique, or that you thought, I never thought of this for a short-term rental perspective?
I like the fact that she always thinks about, you want to make it functional, right? And they're not living here. They're going to be here maximum maybe 7 days. So things like, oh, I want to change my whole cabinet. I want to change the entire faucet. I want to, like, it's not your house. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you don't need to go through all of that. But where she comes in is, let's design it so that, because your first marketplace advertisement is your photo on either your website or your VRBO or your Airbnb, your photo. And so she creates a place where when it's all put together, your picture comes out nicely and people can see that, wow, I want to go stay in that place. It's cozy, it's nice. She picks even colors that normally you wouldn't see in someone's house. Do you understand what I mean? Like, they're bright, they're beautiful, they're bold, but they're also sometimes just subtle. Like, oh, I'm just gonna do simple, but then I'll bring some kind of pop of color right there. So it's fun, it's exciting. It's something that on a day-to-day basis, people don't typically design like that in their own house. But for vacation rental, it's fun. It's like exciting because it's like, oh my gosh, I don't get to stay in this kind of house on a daily basis. I want to stay here. So I love that she specializes in vacation rental, and she has an eye for that. So, and she has a lot of ideas. So I think she brings a lot of value to the short-term rental world.